You're such an asshole.
Boy, it is America's older brother today, isn't it? I wish you boys had fathers. I really do. Be a lot easier and a lot of the problems would go away, but gosh darn it, those feminists need their government checks and they don't need no man. Hi Aaron, I had emailed you about a year ago with some details on one iteration of the early retirement extreme lifestyle. Oh yeah, what's his name, Jacob or something? Yeah, great book. Go check early retirement extreme lifestyle blog, everything. He's there's David Ramsey, who's very nice and polite, a very good Christian, and then there's me, and then kind of in a triumvirate trinity, there's early retirement extreme, and he's a little bit more, he's not against cursing, he's not particularly Christian, but David Ramsey is the very nice good man, and then I'm the very angry pissed off man, and then early retirement extreme, I don't want to say he's like Cappy, oh wow man, like just spend a lot less man, but he's got good stuff. Him and Mr. Money Mustache, I like those guys a lot. I like to pay you to sanity check the different parts of my plan below. In other words, please comment on the pros and cons of what I have written under each heading. Any suggestions for improvement or factors I should watch out for are useful to me. Please let me know what your rates are for an email or video response. Best, and I won't mention his name because he has a very unique name, and I don't want to identify you guys. All right, life stage. 23 years old, I received a full ride to an Ivy League college. I recently graduated this past May of 2017. I got my BA in geology. That's not a bachelor's of science? Really? I self-taught myself personal finance and financial planning. I've been out of college for 7 months. The transition from the college to the work world has been a culture shock. That said, I'm trying my best to find my path forward every day. All right. That's probably one of the biggest shocks in my life, was where I busted my ass off and did it, but I had a little bit more precise degree that were like, oh, okay, now you go work here, and you would do well to start researching. Don't try until you're 35. All jobs suck, and start to lower your expectations of what your parents, teachers, guidance counselors, professors, politicians, and anybody else that had been affixed to your dick since you've been a little zygote, lying to you because they either wanted to spare your feelings or just didn't have the balls to tell you how it worked. So your life stage, yeah, your life stage is where it's about to suck. You're in for the rude awakening where you're like, oh crap, is this it? And like, yeah, it's it, yeah. This is where the old captain should have said, maybe I should have joined the military. So you may want to consider that. So if you're having trouble with like finding a job, I would definitely consider the military. And I keep recommending that because not only is it true, but it pisses off a lot of people. Oh, by the way, donate to my Patreon, patreon.com/Aaron Clary. That also pisses off a lot of people. I'm getting a lot of donations actually recently. I don't know why. It's like, All right, living situation and expenses. I grew up in Miami. Oh! I'm very curious how that would be growing up in Miami. Always wonder what it's like to grow up in Florida. I've been there a lot of times. I was just like, oh, what was it like if you were a kid here? Went to college in Massachusetts, and I am now living in New York. I loathe New York. I'm planning to move to Denver after surgery I need is completed this year. Good man, good man. Go to the Colorado School of Mines. You got the background. Maybe get yourself a master's degree. I'm renting and sharing a large room with a Buddhist martial artist who works as a security guard. Holy fuck, that's so, yeah, dude, you know what? You're going to look back upon this day. Mark my words. You're 23, like, you think your life sucks right now. You're going to look back upon these days like, dude, I was living with a martial artist Buddhist who worked as a security guard. Love to talk to him. If for whatever fucked up reason I end up out there, beers are on me. The second room in our apartment is occupied by a bar manager at a yacht club at a fancy nearby city. I like living with these two people. Of course you love me. Dude, you better really appreciate hanging out with those guys. That just sounds like a hell of a... Make a goddamn TV show out of that. My recurring expenses are Cobra health insurance. What, are you unemployed? Your health insurance... Oh, okay, that's a temporary deal. I was about to say you are 23 and paying $760 a month for health insurance, but that's because you got your surgery. All right, rent $275 a month. Well done. Well fucking done. Smartphone $15 a month. Food 0 to 50 a month. You volunteer a food shelter, you get free. Oh, look at this! Fucking hell yeah! Transport 0 to 1. I cycle, walk, and run and exercise. Transport and public transit. Look, if you're in a major metro area, you might as well take advantage of the advantages. That's you're doing it right, kid. I can't fault you. The only thing, all right, much as I love you moving out to Denver, you have got the setup there. You're not going to live that life again. You're just not. You're not going to be hanging out with these very classical, colorful characters. I think you should really appreciate your roommates, and not necessarily that they pay rent, but of who they are. And whatever you want to do in New York, man, do it now. Okay? Whatever it is, do it now. Because you're not coming back. Once you go out to Denver, you ain't coming back. Because Denver's better than New York. But that does not to say that there aren't some great opportunities or fun times to be had there. So, man, I'm real proud of you. That's damn good. Volunteering at the food shelter to get free food. I hadn't even, dude. You trumped me on that one. That's good. I'm real. That's awesome. On July 2017, after graduating, I began working 60-hour works a week as a financial analyst, paying $56,000 a year. As a geology major, I lasted 4 months before transitioning from that role. I quickly realized that staring at 3 monitors and making error-free Excel models and PowerPoint decks for 10 hours a day was not sustainable for me. Yeah, you know what? Fuck these Gen X fucks. It's not baby boomers anymore. You're answering to Gen X pieces of shit. You know what? Fuck them. And I'm part of their Gen. Everyone, oh, you hate the baby boomers, and you hate the fucking Gen X or the millennials, but you don't hate Gen X. No, I hate Gen X probably more passionately than you realize. I am an INFJ. I don't do that Myers-Briggs shit. I throw it in the garbage, and I am at my best when working with people. I'm now working as a full-time case planner for $42,000 a year, as a counselor for wealthy people. How are you not working with rocks? Fucking hell, Christ! Geology is a relatively employable major. Have you thought? I mean, it isn't your linear shout out to Denver, but have you thought about working in the oil industry? Bakken oil field, North Dakota? Counselor for wealthy people with disabilities, part-time for $30 an hour. All right. These 2 roles are a good fit for my skill set. How? I worked as a supervised peer counselor for 3 years during college. I have a gross income of $50,000 a year. I plan to fill my traditional IRA. Oh, no. You don't do traditional. Okay, there. You want me to criticize. You don't do traditional at your age. You do Roth, okay? Roth. You're not making that much money. You're making good money. I won't lie. That's pretty much what I make. So, you wanna do the Roth IRA, okay? Trust me on that one, kid. Do the Roth. Assuming us Gen Xers and baby boomer pieces of shit don't like, oh, I got a lot of money. We just take it for Social Security. And a 401k as soon as I gain access to it. Yeah, you want Roth, not traditional. Okay? If you don't know the difference, look it up. Finances. I work 20 hours during the school year and 60 during the summers. All right, per week, I assume you mean. I live in a small apartment room close to my college. I cook for myself and cycle or use public transportation. As a result, I invested in a portfolio of $60,000. You managed to squirrel away $60,000? I used a low-fee index investment strategy, 70-30 stock to bond allocation with 70-30 U.S. equity international equity. My emergency fund is $10,000 a year, but I'm working to bump it up to $20,000 a year for added safety benefit. Being unemployed with low funds in a down market sounds imprudent. You're doing way better than anybody else I know, especially for your age. I think 20 is enough. 20 is plenty. You want to squirrel away $20,000 a year, or you just want $20,000 period. You don't need more than $20,000 in cash to save up for a dry spell. Your finances are excellent, unrivaled, frankly, and to be honestly truthful, way better than most baby boomers who be fucking retiring now. Further credentialism, considering my skill in working with people that I am trilingual. You just got all sorts of cum coming out of your dick, don't you? I'm considering completing a master's of no, not a master's of social work. Fuck you. You see, you're doing really good, and then you shat the bed, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I champion him. Yeah, but he's a fucking retard. Yeah, I know. But look at these credentials he had before. I don't know how it happened. Social work, I don't know. He fucked a feminist. I have no idea what happened to him. Trilingual, masters of social. Oh wait, maybe I know the angle you're going for here. Starting salaries for a bilingual MSW holder in New York at $50,000-$60,000 a year, which is more than enough for me. Thank you. Minimalism. My organization may offer tuition benefits to pay for the 1.5-year accelerated program. Other alternatives include becoming a nurse practitioner. That's a better idea. You make a lot more money there. I need suggestions on other paths. Unfortunately for me, all of the other roles INFTJs excel at are typically low-paying. Fuck these Myers-Briggs bullshit. What do you want to do? Look, here's the great thing about being a minimalist. You can do whatever the fuck you want, right? Because you don't need that much fucking money. I love how my friends who have 3 kids, 5 kids they can't afford, mortgages and cars they can't afford, like, how do you do it? Oh, I don't know how you do it. I'm like, well, okay. You know, you're the same guy that tells me I gotta go bang out a bunch of kids. You pick on me for driving a used Kia Rio salvage, and then I got my old motorcycle, and my hobbies include, well, maybe spending $80 on the Universal Pass, the annual pass for the national parks. But otherwise, all my entertainment is pretty much fucking free. And that's the benefit, is like, I don't need that much money. And now here you are worrying about, well, I gotta be a nurse practitioner, get a master's degree, nurse practitioner, and you're worried about acronyms? Well, they say I can't do it. You know what you can do as a minimalist? Whatever the fuck you want. That's what's great. I looked up this old cunt who I had to work under at this firm in Chicago, and she got into the system. She got into the second. She had to get her man. She had to work at this. Had to go, and now she's some big wig over at some big investment firm. Well, she was fat to begin with early on, and then all she did was work. Don't get into that situation. Now, when an opportunistic, like, okay, here's where I thought you were going. You were trilingual, you're living in New York, which means there's a bunch of leftist shitbergs coming from foreign countries that aren't citizens, and we just can't wait to throw enough money at them, and you could get yourself a little bit of money on that, and then you make yourself like 120, 150, but no. You're mentioning 50 to 60,000 a year. In New York? No. With your intellect and your adventurism and your minimalism, you are an adventurer, dude. You need to get the fuck out. You need to go to Denver. You could become the nurse practitioner, but let's make that a plan B/C after you do a little bit more exploring of this country, all right? Because I know you're in Miami, now you're in New York. Now get your ass on the other side of the Mississippi and see if that don't open up some other ideas and opportunities for you. Geology, my immediate logical conclusion is you want to go to Denver, Colorado School of Mines, over in Golden, Colorado, suburb of Denver. Master's program, go be paid shit tons of money to go consult and work over at the oil fields or mines. You go to Nevada, you can go pretty much anywhere. That's where I would go with your further credentialism. But no, don't do that Masters of Social Work if it's going to get you your 50 to 60. Fuck that bullshit. Fuck that. Your goal is to get out of New York. Have fun in New York, and then get the fuck out. All right? Medical standing. Found out 3 years ago my teeth wear because my bite is off. I needed to get braces when I was a teen, but my family could not afford them. We are migrants and only had access to low-skilled jobs. I have already paid $5,400 for braces. Thankfully, the financial analyst job health insurance also pre-approved the double jaw surgery that I needed to fix my bite. I was able to keep this insurance via expensive Cobra. Getting surgery done is vital to keep my teeth healthy for the remainder of my life. Still, the premiums are the largest line item on my budget at the moment. I'm not sure another insurance may... Okay, what would it cost cash? I got a couple buddies, if you're willing to fly to Chicago. I'm not sure another insurance may pre-approve this surgery. Trying to switch could leave me with braces and no surgery. The monthly orthodontic appointments in New York, oral surgeon. Okay, here's another thing, all right? Look what it would cost cash to have that done, all right? Maybe email me later. I'll talk to a guy. We'll see what we can arrange. But here's another option. My buddy, the great Matt Boldoni, you can go ahead and attend his performances with the Bee Gees. He goes to Mexico to get his dental work done. That's an option for you to consider. But you're in New York, the second most leftist piece of shit communist state in the United States. And I guarantee you, every baby boomer is lining up to fuck you in the ass and like, it costs this much? Oh, I didn't know it cost. It doesn't. Not for you. But there's a bunch of old fucks that didn't brush their teeth or floss. Now their teeth are falling out and they need all sorts of metal fucking work and titanium teeth put in. And that's how the costs are getting passed on to you. So I'd be, find out what it costs cash. Go shop. Hey, it's America and Mexico. Go shop. Find a better deal. Relationships, friends, and aesthetics. I'm educated in nutrition and exercise. I thought you were educated in geology. I'm fit, take care of my skin, and groom well. I drink rarely. My style is simple and functional. For example, a fitted t-shirt and dark jeans and leather shoes. I have been polyamorous. Oh, don't give me your fucking millennial bullshit since junior high. I can be attracted to any person as long as they're fit and have compatible... Dude, do you want to bang guys or girls? Or do you want to bang them both? You're bi, straight, or something else. Alright? And if you're this... I don't give a shit who you fuck, frankly. But for your mental sake, really? Really? Are you polyamorous? Really? Because, like, what if you want to have the kids and the family and, oh, hang on there, Amy. Oh, I don't know, I like Steve over. You got to figure this shit out. And it starts with you being intellectually honest with yourself. And which could be, you generally are, you just want to bang everybody. Fine, then you're bi. Right? But don't complicate it with this fucking shit that you millennials fart out of your ass. Every 3 days there's a new goddamn fucking gender. Alright? It's in your best mental interest and health. I can be attracted to any person as long as they fit and have a compatible personality. I don't want to get married, have children, nor own pets. Alright, well that simplifies things. That said, I find the polyamorous pool is small. No shit, really? You know, all that crap your teachers were telling you, you can do it if everybody's like fucking trees and dogs and birdhouses. And all of a sudden you find out like, yeah, 98% of the people are straight. And there are more attractive people in the monogamous pool. Well, yeah, there's just more people in the monogamous pool. Most folks seem to want marriage, children, and pets as well. That's the human imperative. My goal is to find 1 or 2 partners to travel with. 1 or 2... Dude, you pull that off, you're fucking god. You should write a goddamn book. I'd love to go travel with 2 partners. Yeah, big-titted redhead over here, a nice leggy blonde over there. You figure that out. I will pay you for consulting advice. In the interim, dating 1 or 2 people at a time works best for me. I had flames with many people during college, but I'm not interested in that anymore. I'm considering dating a monogamous person since there are more of them to be found. I recently split from a girlfriend of 6 months. I started seeing another... Okay, look, here. Okay, look. For their sake, okay? It's not all about you. You gotta be honest with these people once you start dating them, alright? The worst thing I've ever done was to people where I'm like, oh yeah, I'll bang you, I'm gonna go bang somebody else. And I'm like, oh shit, you have feelings and emotions. I forgot that. I'm sorry, I'm just operating on genetics. Don't waste people's time, alright? You could go ahead and do it as long as you're upfront and honest with them. Tell this gal that you're polyamorous. Oh, hang on. My buddy's calling me from Florida to tell me how nice it is. Fuck you, asshole. Just, other people's got feelings, okay? Other people are humans. They have sentience, and they suffer just as much as you. I don't care what you date. It's fine. Go do your thing. I think you may want to evaluate whether you really are polyamorous or whether you're straight. But you're 23. Fuck, it ain't even matter at that point in time. 25, start asking yourself, all right, do I want to settle down or what now? Or am I just going to keep being a player? Which is fine. Just, you ain't going to have no kids, and that's right. Short-term goals, 1 to 2 years. My current bare bones expense level of $34,000 per year. I should be able to live off of $100,000 portfolio. I just have a 4% safe withdrawal rate. These are my goals for the next 2 years. 1, to reach 100,000. 2, complete jaw surgery and orthodontia. 3, complete suitable master's degree. And 4, move to New York. From New York to Denver or similar. Okay. Not bad. They're all great deal. Take care of your surgery. Just pay cash for it if you can, right? I have a hard time imagining that's what it costs. And I think it'd even be cheaper. Instead of you paying this insurance, you just go get a loan if someone would lend you the money. And pay it cash, and then you just pay back that loan. I think that'd be a lot cheaper. Suitable master's degree. If you're going to go to Denver, I think you should go to Denver, and you should go to the Colorado School of Mines and get a master's in geology. I think that would be... You go work in the oil fields. Long-term goals, 5 to 10 years, with 40 to 50,000 net income per year, around 40,000 spent. Save around 30,000. Are you paying taxes on this? Doesn't look like you accounted for taxes on this, dude. Once I save and invest around 3 to 500,000, I want to through hike the Pacific Crest Trail. I want to live and sail around the Pacific, cheaper nations on a 35-foot sailboat. I want to convert to a Sprinter van and travel through the United States again. All right, that's the most reasonable one, all right, because you have no sailing skills and boats cost a shit ton of money. Sprinter vans you can afford. Want to build a tiny house space to rent while traveling and share when not. I'd like to start a podcast, a YouTube channel, combining financial planning and through hiking, sailing, and homestead. All right, all great, good. Start your podcast or your YouTube channel once you start your adventure. So you chronicle it, and then once it's done, then you can give advice. All right? I think that's a great idea. It's not your daytime job, but I think it's a great idea. The sailing, why don't you stick to land first before you become fish bait? All right? Let's do the Sprinter. I like that idea. I like the idea of you buying a little bit of a house that you can rent out to your buddies. But let's leave the sailing till you get a lot of training and you don't die in the middle of the Pacific. Attributes to work on. My attention to detail needs development. Nah, that's baby boomer. Baby boomers always said, you lack attention to detail. And that was just, we didn't give you enough instruction and we're going to nitpick your bullshit so that you feel bad and you work for us cheaper and you act like our bitch. That's basically all it was. My attention to detail needs improvement. Although I'm highly attuned to lofty ideas of people's feelings, I often have trouble paying attention and remembering mundane details. Yeah, it's because they're not important. You ever think about that? Like, why are kids falling asleep in class? I don't know. Because you're fucking boring. It's not important information. Your brain will pay attention. Like, hey, here's how you survive. And if you say, here's a survival class, here's how you survive in case of a nuclear blast. Every kid's like, whoa, nuclear blast, survive. Okay, yeah, you get people. The difference between a diphthong and a dangling participle never helped nobody, including the English teachers that majored in that bullshit. I like to work on staying in the present as well. When I get lost in my head, I can be forgetful and ask questions multiple times. So what? I would like to expand my travel range for adventures. I'm considering purchasing a moped or electric bike conversion kit to expand my range. Dude, a moped? No. Moped or electric bike is going to get you... No, that's not practical at all. I mean, like, if you want to expand your range to what, 30 miles radius? You have the attitude of a motorcyclist, and you need a motorcycle that has at least 700 cc's. I would say more, because then you're going to go to the Shadow 750, and that's a piece of shit. I want to say 1,000. Not a crotch rocket. I'm scared of the cost in time and money of owning any car. On the other hand, I'm scared of the injury statistics surrounding mopeds and motorcycles. Yeah, well, that's the drawback. All right. Let's talk about that. You should not do a motorcycle. Much as I'm pro motorcycle, you shouldn't do a motorcycle. And the reason is you haven't explored the majority of the United States or Canada. Fuck Mexico. And there's so many advantages that come with a car. So many. And you're just going to have to break down and buy a car, and that's what's holding you there. Yeah, you can live in New York with public transportation and a bike. Not so much Denver, not so much the rest of the country, which is way better than New York. You're going to need a car. Now, it's not the worst thing ever. Right? I paid $3,500 for my Kia Rio. Shoot, I paid $500 for a Chevy Caprice Classic. I got 89,000 miles out of that. You could find cheap, affordable cars. You can find it. And then you definitely need to read Reconnaissance Man. If you haven't read it already, read Reconnaissance Man. But a motorcycle, much as I'm pro it, that's not your deal right now. You need a vehicle that's going to protect you from the elements, allow you to sleep in it, so you have temporary lodging if you want. You're thinking along the same lines with the Sprinter van, but that's not as fuel efficient. But right now at your stage, you need to go and get the fuck on the other side of the Mississippi River. And that's going to require a car. And so you can sleep in the car, you can drive the car at night. Motorcycles, well, you can drive motorcycles at night, but it's dangerous because creatures come out on the road. It's just a way more practical vehicle for your adventuring. So I would get some cheap car. Don't pay more than $5,000 for it. You got enough cash that you could pay $5,000 for a car. It's going to be a throwaway car. Something you're going to drive into the ground, or somebody hits it, or you crash it, or whatever. So you're only going to get liability insurance on it. And then that car is going to be your workhorse that will drive you around the entire United States and Canada. And then you can explore. But that's the number one way to. And you think, well, a car's going to be more expensive. Right, okay, you get a motorcycle, you can only drive like a certain amount of time per day. And then you need a hotel. Car, you can sleep in the car. I've slept, dude. Until no more than 5 years ago, I was sleeping in cars. I'd go to waysides. You just got to read Reconnaissance Man. Just go buy Reconnaissance Man, okay, and read it. It's all there. Conclusion. Do the above strategies under each heading seem like reasonable plans? They all seem reasonable. Do you see any ways of improving upon them? I already mentioned them. Is there anything else I should watch out for? Yeah, just don't knock up a chick. That's basically it. So, all right. You guys got questions, the old captain's got answers, assholeconsulting.com. Donate to my Patreon account because it seems to piss off all the right people. Patreon.com/Aaron Clary. And I'll see you kids later. Toodles.